People with uncontrolled diabetes are more prone to getting COVID-19. The reason is that when you have diabetes, especially uncontrolled diabetes, the strength of your body to fight disease, to fight infection, goes down. This is called immunity. So people with diabetes have lesser immunity, and that's why they can't fight infections like COVID-19. The higher the sugar levels, the lower the immunity. So that's why people with uncontrolled diabetes are more prone to COVID-19. Prevention is better than cure. And this is especially important for people with diabetes when we talk about COVID-19. Why do we say so? The reason is that once a person with diabetes develops COVID-19, the chances of all complications go up. The need for hospitalization, the need for oxygen, the need for an ICU bed, the chances of getting super added infection, that means getting other infections like bacterial disease over and on top of COVID-19, all these go up in people with diabetes. So whatever kind of complication you have related to COVID-19, that is bound to happen. Not only that, COVID-19 itself causes increase in sugar levels. Some of the medicines that we use to treat COVID-19 also cause increase in sugar levels. And all these put together create a vicious cycle of poorly controlled diabetes and poorly controlled COVID-19. The past 1 year has been a roller coaster ride for most of our patients who live with diabetes. The first few weeks, most people were self-disciplined when lockdown began and glucose levels were fine. But then boredom began to set in. People began to exercise less. They couldn't go out of their houses and homes. They began to eat more. And that's why glucose levels have risen. So for my average patient who lives with diabetes, the HbA1c level has gone up over the past 1 year. Not only is there lack of physical activity and availability of food, there is also stress. Everyone is under stress, and that also leads to worsening of glucose levels. We should take care of ourselves. It is said, charity begins at home. Let's extrapolate that. Health begins in your own body. Have a healthy lifestyle, which means that we should focus on 5 things. Number 1, diet. Regular meals, small frequent meals with good quality food, with less simple carbohydrates and relatively less carbohydrates and fat. Number 2, regular physical activity. At least 30 minutes of exercise a day is required. You can always exercise within your homes, within the confines of your home. Use your home or your office as your gym. Find props within the home. Number 3, stress management. Keep yourself happy, keep yourself occupied. Find a hobby, talk with friends. Number 4, sleep hygiene. Sleep well. Keep regular hours for sleeping. If you sleep early, you will wake up early and you will have a happy day ahead of you. Number 5, substance abuse is something that must be avoided at all costs. If we take care of ourselves this way, and we term this as glycemic hygiene, we keep our glucose under control, we keep it clean, the chances of developing COVID-19, the chances of developing COVID-19 complications, and the chances of giving COVID-19 to a loved one, all these go down dramatically. Suppose we have diabetes and we've developed COVID-19. Do not panic. That's the first thing. Keep on eating regularly. Make sure that your food intake and your water intake is maintained, and continue the same drugs that you're using for diabetes. Suppose you get symptoms and your appetite goes down, then you should contact your doctor, because there may be some drugs that are causing the loss of appetite. We can reduce their dose. Also, if appetite goes down, we may have to reduce the dose of glucose-lowering drugs to prevent hypoglycemia or low sugars. Suppose things worsen and you find it difficult to breathe, and let us say SpO2 goes below 91, 92, you can check that at home with an oximeter. Then it means you need oxygen and you may need admission. In case you are given drugs like steroids, which have the chance to increase glucose levels, then it is better to shift on to insulin. But do speak with your doctor before making this decision. I'd like to reiterate, do not panic. Even if we've developed COVID-19, if we take good care of ourselves, if we keep ourselves in good shape, we will be able to fight this virus and overcome it very soon. In COVID times, we need our doctor, we need our healthcare professional, our diabetes care more than ever before. But because of the difficulty in reaching out to them, in getting in contact with them, sometimes we are not able to get desired results. This is where digital therapeutics comes into play. Digital therapeutics means that we can use digital media, online media, to offer appropriate therapy. This can be done by a healthcare team that is sitting remotely from us. In my practice, I have found that digital therapeutics has come as a major boon, as a major pillar of support for me and my patients. Through digital therapeutics, through online media, we are able to offer our patients good quality advice related to diet, exercise, stress management, sleep hygiene, and substance abuse. We are also able to offer our patients accurate advice regarding titration of insulin dose, regarding when to red flag yourself and when to seek out medical care, when to go to a hospital for admission. All these have led to the improvement in glucose control and an improvement in outcomes. Our patients do not feel alone. They know that somebody is there with them, that somebody is watching out for their health and well-being. I also do not feel afraid because I know my patient can contact me through the digital therapeutics team at any time of the day, whenever he or she needs me. So all in all, this is a win-win situation for us. Both the person living with diabetes and the family member on one hand, and myself and the digital therapeutics team on the other hand, we are all more relaxed, more stable, and we are able to take better care of each other.